My name is Valerie Jeffers. We're going to create a table in Word 2016. Your table will look like this once it's completed. Let's get started. We're in a blank document. We're going to insert a table by clicking on the Insert tab. Go down to Tables, and we're going to pick the grid that we would like to have. We want at least 4 rows and 4 columns. Our table is inserted. If we click inside of our table, we can begin typing. We're going to hit our Tab key to go across, type in our information. We can also use our arrow keys to arrow down and arrow across, or we can continue to use our Tab key. All right, we're on our last row. Now we realize that we need one additional row. I'm going to highlight, and I'm in the layout, click on the layout tab, and I want to insert a row below. So that inserts my next row. I'm going to type in the information for my final row. And we need blend, okay. All right, we notice that our first column needs to be bold, so we're going to highlight. We're going to choose bold. It should be Arial, and also the font needs to be 14. All right, we also would like to center this information, so we're on the Home tab. We can click to center or use Control E to center the information that is highlighted. Another thing that we would like to do, let's select our table. That's going to bring up our table tools. We're going to go to our layout tab, and we want to auto fit the information since we see that it's overlapping onto 2 rows instead of all being on the same row. So we want to auto fit our contents. All right, now we see our contents is auto fit into the table. We also can add a caption. So I'm going to select my table, go to my references tab, insert caption. We want our caption to be below our table, which is our selected item, and we're going to put exhibit. for our caption and go ahead and click OK. Another thing that we can also do, if we have our table highlighted, we can also select a design by picking any of the grid tables. If we hover over them, each one, we can see that our design is changing and we can make our table look much nicer. Let's review what we just learned. We can create a table to organize our information in our Word document. We can create columns and rows by going to our Insert tab and inserting a table. We can also enter information into each cell by clicking on our tab key or using our arrow keys and changing the fonts and format as needed. We can also add additional rows or columns to our table. Once by selecting our table, going to our Layout tab, we can add additional columns, rows, or delete any information that we would like. We can also, once we have selected our table, insert a caption by clicking on the Reference tab, Insert Caption.